Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like
What you want to know?
I've been thinking. I still have, but this is not. We need to.
What do you want me to...
I know.
You're right.
See. I'll be good. What can you tell?
Bah, we're short of everything and morale's not great. In a way, you could say everything's fine. Even if...
I'm leaving.
Greetings.
A good day. You got a moment? Who is... Let...
Yes?
I brought you a few...
Thank you.
Let's... I have a few questions. You seem... You... It doesn't...
Vulcan, I hope you've got good news.
Did your men find a way into the city?
If they had, I'd be fighting in the main square as we speak. I'm still certain there's a way in.
What makes you so sure?
Carol Thas is an ancient city that...
A passageway beneath the city, huh? I have... How did... Do you... What? I've been thinking about... I still haven't managed... But this is not really the...
Dive. Yeah.
Let...
What is it, Vulcan?
I wanted to ask... The blade... What do you think it... Do you...
The Knight knows this region well. He came here once before while he was protecting it.
If you think you can find something useful, go ahead. But remember, the position of the camp must stay... Edwin, I would... What? What?
Not before.
Now I've seen everything. The Dead Walkers kicking each other's asses.
I beg your pardon?
What? This one talks. What the hell are you? A lich? A zombie scribe?
We've only known one another a few seconds, and already you insult me. Charming, I must say.
If you aren't one of them, then what are you?
I am an immortal, superior spirit. And you?
So, you're an Ice Lord? I thought you'd be taller or something.
I have absolutely no involvement with that bunch of cheapskate conjurers, and I would never humiliate myself by working for them, since that's what you seem to be suggesting.
Oh yeah? Rotting flesh, check. Bones sticking out, check. Shitty complexion, check. You sure as hell look like a damn Deadwalker to me.
Tut tut. Did no one ever tell you not to judge a book by its cover? It's true that you're young, but use your wits. Would I be fighting my own troops if what you suggest were the truth?
All I can be sure of is that you're not really alive. And that means you're my enemy. Plus the fact, you're in my way.
Enough! I yield. This rotting body will not survive more punishment. In all my 6,000 years, I have never witnessed such power. You seem to be as unique a being as I am. What is the source of your power? What are you?
There's a demon inside me. A creature of flame that claims to come from the World Heart.
How fascinating. Even if the term demon seems to lack precision. Nonetheless, I must confess that in spite of my vast knowledge, I have no idea what this entity really is. At last, something interesting. I was almost dying of boredom. I suspect that exploring what's inside you will probably be quite exciting. If you will forgive the illusion. A gentle joke. Never mind. At any rate, I'm coming with you. Ha! See? I did it again. Oh, come on, do lighten up.
I can't have you tagging along with me right now. I have something to do in the city. Wait for me back at the camp. We'll talk about what we think you and I are later on.
Yes, I've seen where your camp is. Actually, it's quite surprising the Deadwalkers haven't noticed it yet. However, I suspect my unannounced arrival might pose a slight problem for your brothers in arms.
Yeah, I guess with your face, they might not welcome you with open arms. Just tell them I sent you. And try to be nice.
Very well. Do you know your way into the city? There's a hidden entrance not far from here. I'll show you where it is on your map.
Thanks. This city is an open grave.
What have they done to my city? A curse upon them all!
We'll be lucky if we find any survivors.
Hey! You're
Hey, you! Help us! You there! Help us!
Shh. Shh. Shut up. This isn't the time to get yourself noticed. We're looking for the king. Where is he?
He's... Get us out of here, please.
Go on. The way. Hurry up and get. Once you're on this,
All right, but what do we...
we can't go with you guys. But to start with, don't stay all together. Send it. And above all, the living dead aren't particularly watchful.
Thank you, mercenary.
If you take my advice, Yes, he's a potential ally. Relax. Yeah, had the same effect on me. So where is he? Perfect. Mathras, got a moment?
My dear, I have all...
Who are you exactly?
I am Mathras, immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there with your Deadwalker pals?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I'm associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things. I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old? Wow. You don't look a day over 3,500.
You're too kind. Very delicate of you to say so. Nonetheless, these Deadwalkers are simply corpses that are animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
That's not so dumb. It's what allows you to go on having an effect on the world, I guess.
Exactly. I give these bodies extra life that they would not have had if they'd stayed dead. Though, of course, these days, it's unlikely they would stay dead for very long.
I want to ask... What... What happened?
They
Do you have any...
In all my long lives,
How are things with Sybil?
I am quite moved by the child. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body.
Doc... Sybil?
Yes? What do you want to know?
What do you think of Mathras?
I think he's absolutely unique, fascinating. I have always loved history and history books, but he actually lived through history. It's just incredible. There is so much we can learn from him. His knowledge could allow us to better understand what happened in our past. We could learn from the errors of our ancestors.
Do you really think he's immortal?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. You only have to look at him. He's so cultured and has so much knowledge. Which reminds me...
Something to do with our decomposing friend?
Yes, he won't talk to me about his romantic experiences. I managed to get a lot of stories about battles and all sorts of historical anecdotes, but nothing about his love life. It's not that I want to pry into his intimate life, but I do wonder why he's so reticent to talk about it.
I could always ask him for you. I've been thinking about the story of the books in the library. I found a building that must be the library that you were talking about. I think we should go there together. Shall we go?
It would be my pleasure.
Mathras,
My dear,
I want to ask... We need to...
what would you like best? Uh-huh.
Try to... I want to... Talk...
Hello, Vulcan.
I'm...
Hello.
Let...
I can't carry anymore. I need to keep my hands free in case we have to fight.
Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like...
What do you want to know?
ha- and-
What is this thing?
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
Son? My boy? Can it be you?
Oh, fuck.
By all the gods. Father? It cannot be!
Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place.
Oh, Father. But what have they done to you?
I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that you were slain. That Marshal Winter's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the strength to even raise my sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace. He wanted me to witness our end, so that I would live without defeat and news of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live. Your mother and I are so relieved to know you live.
Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
My son, if you only knew how sorry we are. You cannot save us. We are condemned to this abomination. You must slay us. The others, the Queen, the Count, all of these people. I feel their suffering. Hear their screams within me. Put an end to it, I beg you. Free us that our souls may be with you.
Sire, I can take care of this, if you want me to.
For pity, my boy. Whatever you decide. Take the crown.
He could see that you were alive, and you put an end to his suffering. In every way. I think you did what was best.
I know. And I shall have the crown, and all that it represents. But I shall never wear it with dignity until I have reconquered my kingdom and slain this Ice Lord.
We have to get back to the camp before the Deadwalkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon. I must first perform a ritual to free my father's soul from this unholy carcass so that it may stay with me.
I'll wait outside. Afford to wait for Arundel. Not in his condition. The Deadwalkers will be scouring the city to find out who killed their Lich. We gotta get back to the camp, fast.
We waste our time here. The fate of these people is sealed. The sole act that can defeat the Necromancers is to take back the stolen energy of the World Heart.
I decide what has to be done, with or without your agreement.
Mercenary. The Sentinels in the other group were killed by Deadwalkers, and there's a group of undead on the road, stopping anyone from getting through.
I'll see what I can do. Mathrith.
My dear?
I want to ask you a couple...
My dear?
Why won't you tell Sybil about your love lives?
I wouldn't have thought you'd be interested in the prurient questions of that young girl, innocent though she may be. It seems to me that my sexuality is my own business, as well as which, I suspect my stories would be quite shocking to an innocent girl like that.
Well, I'm not innocent, so start talking.
I have been alive on Vertial a very long time, and before I lost all desire of any kind, I think I probably experienced almost everything. Though meeting you may have opened up new possibilities. To recount all my adventures to you in detail would require weeks, and I must confess that I would be a little shy of telling you all of my adventures. I would be afraid you might end up with a rather low opinion of me.
As bad as that?
Well then, since you seem to require convincing, let me tell you about my 14th wife, the Princess of the Elephant City. It may widen your perspective. It certainly did mine.
For real? There are no words for...
And those are some of my cleaner stories. I told you, I've tried everything. Perhaps now you understand my reticence about sharing with a young girl.
Yeah, I get it. So what should I tell her?
Whatever you wish, I will confirm whatever story you tell.
Talk to you later.
They attacked the wrong person. How dare they condemn our king to such a macabre fate? My father. It's time for us to repay the Deadwalkers in kind. I want to see them destroyed, so not a single one of those dead ever dare set foot in our streets again. We're going to launch a massive assault to take back our city. It is time to turn the tide of this war. Vulcan, we will need you and your extraordinary abilities. We have to send a small group to open the city gates. I'm counting on you. I know that you can be stealthy and incredibly effective. A few soldiers will be going with you. This is our best chance. Black Frost doesn't seem to be here anymore, and most of his forces went with him. But before we launch the assault, we need to strengthen our army. I've been told there are prisoners in the city. If we free those soldiers, we can add them to our ranks. We're also going to need to get our equipment in as good shape as possible. We're fortunate that our smith has survived. Let us hope he'll be able to provide us with everything we need. But it's better to make sure.
Thou knowest that Black Frost's palace will take us to the World Heart, yet still thou doth waste thy time in vain battles. Thy stupidity knows no bounds.
Vulcan, I need your help.
What? Sorting books? Observing swamp critters? You don't think I have better things to do right now?
That's not fair. I'm not stupid. I understand that what is most important now is the fight, and our soldiers...
The Freeborn Blades will do just fine. And don't you worry about that.
Not them, the other human soldiers.
What's the problem?
I'm not sure we can count on them. They've already lost the war. They're only staying here because the elves are protecting them. But they've got no fight left in them. They have to believe they can win. They have to fight alongside the elves and the Freeborn Blades. I've tried talking with them, but they treat me like a child. Maybe they would listen if you would talk to them.
Me? Most regular army guys don't have any time for mercenaries.
They just need to get their spirit back, boost their morale. I'm sure you could find some words to help them.
Vulcan, come here. I need to talk to you about something. While you were in the city, the Deadwalkers apparently began stirring. Several scouts have disappeared without a trace. They can't just have been ambushed by chance. Someone must have given their routes to our enemies. I'm afraid we have a traitor among us. Though if that's the case, I don't understand why we haven't been attacked by the Deadwalkers yet. What's really troubling is that these disappearances pretty much correspond to your arrival here, which means that your living dead friend is the prime suspect. Even if it's just as possible that it's one of the Red Scribes, or even one of your people.
And why can't it be one of your people?
Why would he do that? And above all, why would he wait until now to betray us?
Maybe he reacted to the prince's return. He may have expected you to lay down your weapons. And when he saw you were gaining hope again, he decided to speed things up.
Maybe. Regardless, we have to find the spy and silence him. You have demonstrated your effectiveness and discretion. Can you take care of this?
To be honest, the more I think about it, the less I think there's a traitor. Looks to me like you've just misinterpreted simple coincidence.
I am sure of what I'm telling you, and your hesitation could very well put us all in danger.
You've lost it. There's nothing strange about scouts disappearing. After everything we've done, the Deadwalkers have to be on their guard, that's all. I have no intention of wasting my time on some wild goose chase. Sybil,
Yes?
I spoke with Mathras. He finally agreed to talk with me about his love life. Well, love lives.
And? What did he tell you?
Our bony friend likes... He's, a complete romantic.
I could feel that behind his proud exterior, he was all heart.
He didn't go into too much detail. He had a lot of wives, and every time he had to watch them grow old and die. And he could do nothing to help.
That's... It's just terrible.
It is. And that's why it's so hard for him to talk about it. You understand why now?
Yes. I feel so stupid. Thank you for your help anyway. I won't bother him about it anymore.
I'd like to...
What do you want to know?
I need your help.
If you want.
Did you find your trade?
I have leads, but nothing I can talk about openly.
I never could stand around.
In any...
Let's change them. Doctor. An undead? In our camp? Aren't you afraid it'll communicate with its masters?
It's a calculated risk. Your friend Edwin told me that she can interrogate those creatures, so we captured one.
You really can do some pretty weird things.
Listen, Vulcan. We're not going to turn down any information. If we can find out how to haul our asses out of the fire, I don't see how it can hurt. Ready to make it talk?
If our fire breather doesn't need me right away, I can start getting ready.
Excellent. Let's start the interrogation.
Listen, maggot head. You're going to tell us everything you know.
That's not quite how it works, Captain. It can't just answer questions like that. Tell me what you want to know, and I'll dig around in its memory to find the answers.
In that case, why not dig everything out, so we don't miss anything?
Even for someone as skilled as me, that could take weeks. Its brain, however limited, is like an immense archive that contains both recent memories and memories of its past life.
All right. I want to know if that bastard Black Frost really has left the area.
Let me concentrate. Yes. I see him raising the wave and turning the whole city into ice. This soldier must have been at his feet. Then he gave the order to attack and gave orders to several powerful undead. Apparently he left right after. He appears nowhere else in its memory.
What are those powerful dead you were talking about?
I see a flying creature, like the one in the swamp, and others. The image is blurred.
What were Black Frost's orders?
You have to understand that this creature's ability to comprehend is limited. From what I can see, it was told to keep watch over the city. He asked to be sent living people. Prisoners. The other living people must still be alive and under guard. Other prisoners. And of course, that he be informed in the event of trouble.
Does he know we entered the city?
This dead thing doesn't, anyway. but that doesn't mean a thing, unfortunately. I think that he... Oh no! He saw me!
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Well, well. Probing the spirits of the dead. You can well imagine that this sort of communication goes both ways. So, that's where my dear rebels are hiding, isn't it?
I must break the link! Right now!
The knight has come to ask help from his friend. While on reconnaissance, he spotted a convoy which he thinks should be stopped. A group of deadwalkers transporting an object. He thinks they should be attacked and the object taken from them while there is still time. The broken road will only slow them a little. The knight and his friend must get there as quickly as possible.
Okay then. Let's go. I have to go somewhere with Ranval. Wait for me here.
Very well.
hopes that his friend does not regret joining.
You were right. Especially if we take the time to search the others before we head back. Has any...
No, apart...
Yes?
I... Mathras, got a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
I want...
Can I help you with something, mercenary?
Have you seen anyone leave the camp?
Apart from you, nobody.
Are you sure? It's important.
Certain. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to guard duty.
Wonderful. Well, I've made progress. Hi. You... That... Well... You... This... Let's change this up. You know, I want...
Well, well.
Show me what you...
Well, well.
Why the...
You mean apart from the fact... No, apart from you, no.
Your commander...
That's terrible. Who could do so? And maybe the Sentinels in the north.
I don't know who... Let's change this.
Excellent. He was